Friends, hello! In this video, I want to tell you about a very serious disease called viral mosaic. It affects zucchini, cucumbers, beets, and some other garden crops, and it is very difficult to combat, which makes it even more challenging. And now I will tell you how and why the plant contracted this virus, as well as how to deal with it. And first of all, how to detect that your plants are infected with the viral mosaic. It's very simple. Regardless of whether you have old plants or young ones, you are looking at new growth, and the new growth looks like this. The leaves on it are twisted, lighter, small, and do not develop. Upon inspecting the underside, we can see that there are no pests, because at first glance it looks like damage caused by pests, specifically aphids. Because aphids suck the sap, the leaves curl and lighten, but there are no aphids, everything is clean. Next. When we actually see the fruits, the zucchini or cucumber fruit varieties will indeed be covered with spots like these, and the zucchini itself, as you can see, is basically deformed. These are the main signs that your plant is infected with this virus. As you can see, the old leaves look normal. Now, how did my plants catch this virus? If you have been watching my channel, you saw that my plants grew vigorously, producing a large harvest, and everything was fine until the heat wave hit. Everyone knows all of last week, and even now, the temperature in the shade was up to 37 degrees Celsius, and in the sun, all of 50 degrees Celsius. And in such extremely intense heat, plants that are very susceptible to these viruses get infected very quickly and rapidly. That's exactly what happened to my plants. But where did it come from? Because it's a virus, not a fungal disease. It cannot be transmitted by wind and spread throughout the garden. First of all, it is transmitted. The seeds you purchased might have been collected from plants that were affected by this virus. Under favorable conditions, this virus began to spread. Also, if the plant is already infected with the virus, the soil under the plant may also be contaminated with this virus. Therefore, next year, I would not recommend planting zucchini and cucumbers in the same spots where you are currently growing them if they are affected by the viral mosaic. Plant something else, or if possible, replace the soil to the depth that the root system penetrates. Because this virus can persist in the soil for several years until favorable conditions arise. This virus also penetrates the plant very quickly through wounds. However, wounds do not just appear on zucchini. The most obvious way of penetration is when we harvest, we leave an open wound on the plant. Under favorable situations, the virus quickly penetrates. Even under such conditions, your plants can quickly get this virus. This virus can be spread by aphids. And how exactly? On plants like zucchini and cucumbers, aphids settle very well on young growth and suck the sap. And as you know, ants cultivate these aphids. And it turns out that, for example, on a plant affected by this virus, aphids drank the sap, ants took them and transferred them to another plant. And when they started drinking the sap from a healthy plant, they made a puncture and infected this plant. As soon as the heat starts, this virus will spread very quickly through this plant. Also, if you have a healthy plant and a sick plant, and their leaves rub against each other in the wind, small wounds can appear, and the healthy plant can get infected. I'm telling you all the possible scenarios, such as this one, for example. And most importantly, what should you do to prevent this? First of all, it is best to buy seeds from trusted producers. They usually have it disinfected. You can also definitely disinfect the seeds yourself before planting by soaking them in a solution of peroxide, as I have already shown on my channel. Fungicides do not help with this disease, nor do home remedies. Therefore, it is best to simply take this plant and remove it completely and thoroughly, with the roots. We definitely pull out this plant because it is infected and it cannot be added to the compost. Because it's a virus, not a fungus, which simply decomposes in compost. By adding it to the compost, the plant will rot, and then we will spread this virus across our garden beds with the compost. This should not be done. Instead, we gather the diseased plants in one place, let them dry out, and then we simply burn them. And next year, in the future, grow various types of plants here in this area that are not affected by this disease, and that way you won't have it anymore, as long as you don't over-sanitize. And it's best, as soon as you see this disease, to quickly and immediately remove it from your garden so it doesn't spread to other plants. So, friends, make sure to definitely like this video and don't miss the release of new videos. Head to your garden and please remove all affected plants. I wish you a great day and see you in the next video.